Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. It is so beautiful outside. My goodness. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you got to enjoy some of it. It's really refreshing. Who was that? I want to give a shout out. I would like to give a shout out to, hold up, Belay 543 for suggesting a Black Obsidian and Tiger's Eye doggy collar. I am very grateful. And when you mentioned that, it reminded me that I had a double tourmaline beaded bracelet with a stretchy band. And so he's got it on right now. So thank you. And I'm going to look into that. I think that's a fantastic idea. And I don't know why there aren't any. I've looked for them, you know, in other places too. And Etsy's the only, well, maybe eBay. I haven't checked eBay. But I think that should be, you know, a more of a thing. Protection bracelets or neckwear for dogs and cats and such. I love the brilliant minds, you know? And I'm old and that never occurred to me, and I get them for myself all the time. Isn't that just wild? I don't even get it, but thank you. He looks really cute with it on. Come here, baby. Let's show everybody how cute you look with that on. Come up here. Come on. Come up here. Come on. Let's show everybody how cute you look with that on. See? And it's got a couple of other beads on there. I can't remember the name of them. Real cinnabar. So it's got 2 cinnabar beads on it, and then the tourmaline beads, and it fits him really nicely. So, you baby. And it's got lots of space, and it's not too tight at all. It's got lots of room. I think it's a great idea. I think more people should make them for doggies. Yes, baby. Alrighty then. That being said, let's tap right in. See what Spirit has for us today. Collective. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. All right. Empress. In the central energy, we've got the Empress, abundant, good parenting, and accomplishment. And we also have somebody here who's in a 5 of Pentacles. I'm not going to attribute that to the Empress because she's not reversed. She's abundant. So there's this 2 people, or her and a group of people. Challenge is negotiations, balancing decisions. Okay. Negotiations. In the subconscious. judgment. In the recent past, the Lovers, strength of two together, union, partnership, intentions and expectations, 10 of Wands, completion of a heavy burden. Strength of two together. A burden shared is a burden halved. But I don't particularly care for that. I like that the two that comes together like eliminates the burden, or the strength of two together completes that cycle where you were in a solo aspect of self carrying 10 wands. So this union is the end of you on your own, having to manage a burden, a heavy burden. So it's going to make life easier. It's supposed to. In the near future. In the near future, we've got 6 of Swords and Justice in the upright. Justice. Moving on to calmer waters. The law of cause and effect. What you put out is what you receive, and that's why I like to save worms. Because it's like that some other persons stated it as filling the Dharma cup or something like that. Reserve. So yeah, it's Dharma. And I like to be kind in the world, because I would like the world to be kind to me, and I suppose you don't really have an appreciation for that unless you have lived a life where the world hasn't been so kind, and you recognize the value of it and you want to incorporate it in self because you recognize the value of it. So you're not out there putting garbage, you're trying to do good. The lens that's being looked through is the Chariot. So there's a moving forward, there's a victory over whatever burden this is. The end is in sight. Justice is being served. In the environment, we've got the World, completion, celebration of life. You have attained wholeness. I like to think of wholeness, as these challenges that we face that often suck us into a black hole of darkness, right? I mean, oftentimes, most of us have at least one experience in life where we've been sucked into a black hole of darkness, And so this is a completion because you're out of that. You have fulfilled that. You have come into wholeness by being in that place of darkness, by experiencing that and choosing to overcome it and to rise up out of that back into your divinity, right? So Even if your parent tried to train you as a child how to be a thief, a sneaky thief, you know, it probably didn't sit well with you as a light worker, as a chosen one, as an earth angel, as a decent human being with morals and values. Even as a child, you recognize, because you're closer to the Most High when you are a child. And so, you know, when these kinds of things happen, at any rate, you've completed the cycle. You've risen above it, and it's time for you to move on to calmer waters. You've carried that burden. You moved through those challenges, and you chose to be all that you could be. Up, 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 up. Everybody falls. Everybody skins their knees. Some people take a nice slide along the pavement, you know, and get nice road rash, you know. I mean, life will tumble you in its rapids. It'll pull you under and try to drown you. But look what you did. You gained a victory, and you closed out this cycle, this completion. You're celebrating life. You've gained wholeness. You are light. You are darkness. You are whole, balanced, harmonized within your own self and in your presentation in this world. You choose how to be. You choose what gets to reside within your temple, in your mind, in your heart space, in your life. You don't have to be dragged hither and thither and to and fro. By the hidden victory. Victory. The chariot, the world, and victory. Justice, the Six of Swords, judgment. And the outcome, Spirit? Healing and rejuvenation. Four of Wands. Queen of Swords. Four of Wands. Celebration, reunions, joy, freedom, and marriage. Queen of Swords. Unbiased judgment, justice, independent, clear boundaries, clear communication, clear-mindedness, and a celebration with a Three of Cups and a Two of Cups. You made it. You made it. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. 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 So you got the Empress here, abundant, nurturing, fertile, accomplished. And then you have a false person who is in a Five of Pentacles. They're suffering a financial loss, insecurity. They're worried. They're defeated. The Empress defeated this false person. Defeat. False person. The challenge here is negotiations, balancing decisions. The toil and labor failed. Whatever this false person had going on against the Empress, it failed. And now there's some negotiations happening. Judgment. Poverty. So they're in a Five of Pentacles and poverty. Their work backfired. Maybe it backfired. Maybe it didn't just fail. Maybe it actually backfired. Maybe they're getting what they were wishing upon this Empress. And in the recent past, we've got the Strength of Two together. So there could be a spiritual union. You could be already the Strength of Two together in the ethers, doing work together to affect positive change in the 3D. I do believe this is going on. These power couples are working very diligently in the astral to affect change, and they are strong together. Well, these came out, and they came out in the reverse. So we got the Lovers here in the upright with the completion of a Ten of Wands. But then we also have here courtship and marriage in the reverse. They came out and they flipped into the reverse. So we'll have to clarify what exactly that means. We've got two timelines going on here, the false person and the Empress. So the Empress is coming into a love union, and this is a completion of a burden. But this false person, it looks like they're not going to get any courtship and they're not going to get any marriage. It's almost like they were working to destroy divine unions, therefore they don't get to enjoy the privilege of a support system. They stole people's support system, disrupted and fouled and destroyed their foundations for their family unit. So they don't get a courtship and they don't get a marriage. We got the main female here, completion, Empress. She's going. She's keeping going. This is the end in sight. The Lovers here, the Strength of Two together. So justice is here in the near future, and there is a moving on to calmer waters, releasing the baggage, leaving it behind. High honor. High honor. The Chariot is here. You gained a victory. It's the lens that everybody's looking through. Everybody can look right on through that lens and see that you're determined and you are in control. Justice is being served. Sudden wealth. This is the World card right here, the completion, celebration of life. You have fulfilled whatever your role was within this circumstance. So we've got a house. And then there's a mature woman here. We'll have to clarify what she's doing here for. He looks so cute with his necklace on. change. So the Six of Wands, this a victory over this false person. This Empress, main female star, has gained a victory and closed out a cycle with these false people. And there's a change. It's going to make a change. There is a change. Star, renewal, rejuvenation, healing. Healing. We've got somebody not making a journey. They're going to prison instead. Could be this mature woman. She's in the courthouse regarding this privileged lady right now and the unexpected income and the pathway. They're in despair because she's innocent. And she is a great fortune. She is a gift. Her light is on. Her light is on. And they're very concerned because they're in bad health. They don't have the light inside. So they're under adjudication for trying to screw up her reunion, her trip home, her life, her whatever. Oh, gosh darn it. I forgot to do that again. So please be aware that when I say he or she, what I'm referring to is the gender that is on the card. Okay? It helps me with the ease and flow of telling this story. It just helps me keep the players straight if I can just look at them as what they're labeled as on the card. I understand that we are in a need of perhaps some different type of cards with some different type of verbiage. Perhaps somebody out there might be able to design something like that. That would be really wonderful so that we could have a new tool. Anyhow, I mean, no disrespect. I don't mean to exclude anybody or to not give attention to anybody who needs attention. I'm just telling a story. And so rather than start all over and start out by saying that, I'm just going to add it here, and I'm going to try to remember to do it at the beginning of the videos in the future. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. So we got the Empress here with a false person who's in a Five of Pentacles. Denial. Huh. Empress. Denial. False person, Five of Pentacles. So the toil and labor either failed to work or it was an instant karmic return. And there's a challenge with negotiations, weighing some options. Failure. Their toil and labor failed. This false person's toil and labor failed. And now there's negotiations happening. They're in poverty. They're in grief. They're under judgment. Adversity, for bringing adversity. for the adversity that they were bringing. They didn't want peace. So they were bringing adversity to the love, to love. They were bringing adversity and challenges to love. That's what they were doing. They were warring against love. High honor people. They were like infiltration and bringing and then destroying the family tree, sucking the vitality, the life, the money out of the family tree and disappearing. Patience, lovers, patience. Accept that everything happens in divine order. These ones have been seen very clearly for what they've been doing, and they are denied access to courtships and marriage because they spent all their time and effort destroying them. So this main female, there's a completion for this main female and her 10 of Wands. There's an end in sight. Judgment. We got judgment, but it came out in the reverse. We got justice here. So she's not under judgment. This Empress, main female, star, she's not under judgment. I don't know what kind of work they were doing to try to make her be put under judgment, what kind of lies they were working up, but they failed. She's high honor, and she's in a 6 of Swords. She's moving on to calmer waters. Justice is here. It's been served. The law of cause and effect is in order. Balance is being restored. The truth is out. Clarity. Honest. Honest. She's an honest friend. She's a high honor, honest friend. Or maybe whoever's delivering justice is a high honor, honest friend. Either way, maybe they're both that, and that's why they're kind of like here in the area together. So you gained a victory. The Chariot's here. A journey, going on a journey. A departure. You got sudden wealth. Humor. Seeing the lighter side of life. There is the World card here. A completion. A wholeness. You are, so you came and you walked through the valley of the shadow of death, and you were tempted by this and you were tempted by that. And even though you may have gotten embroiled in something, you pulled and lifted yourself up out of it, and you continued moving on the path. You have attained your destination, and you have maintained your integrity. There is a mature woman here who's hoping to effect a change, but you've got victory here, and it's bringing about a change. You gained a victory over this mature woman, Empress, this false person. They're in fear. And they want forgiveness. This mature woman. I don't know why she would be in fear. You know, it's really weird because like so many of us, I mean, just because we read tarot, I mean, like I don't do magic. I never have. Never. The most I've ever done is light a prayer candle at the grotto and in my own house. But, I don't do magic. So it's weird when somebody says it's coming back, it's going back to sender. It's like, well, how could it when it was never sent? I mean, it's just weird. I don't know how to do anything except persevere through challenges, but the Most High knows how to do reversals, and so does my team, my family. And they allow me to remain gentle. I don't have to do anything. And it's a real blessing, because throughout this world, I mean, seriously, in the ethers, throughout this world, there are brothers and sisters within every region, within every particular layer of every realm and region, right? And we're all sharing space, and it's just so lovely to know that they exist. And that they're stealthy. They're not like squeaky wheels, man. You'll never hear them coming. Acceptance of the things that cannot change. So there is a change, and this mature woman has to accept it. She's seeking forgiveness. She's in fear. This star is there. There's healing. There's rejuvenation. There is hope and renewal. There's a journey in the reverse. So this star didn't make a journey. This mature woman doesn't get to go on a journey. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So this star is empathic. Whole. The star walked through the valley of the shadow of death and didn't lose their shine. If anything, they came out shining brighter. And there's relationships that are for the higher good here. Abundant, limitless, peaceful relationships. That even when you're in solitude, you know that you're never alone. It's the relationship that isn't clingy or possessive or needy or greedy or, doubtful or distrusting, I mean, I like the idea of going back into that space in time or in mind of blind faith and complete and utter trust in one another. I would really, that's what I'm envisioning when I see the new world. I'm envisioning a place where we can leave our doors unlocked and not worry about somebody coming in and taking our stuff or waiting for us, to do us harm if we got home. I mean, I'm old enough to know, of course I was living in the woods, but I'm old enough to know you could leave your keys in your car and your house unlocked and nobody ever messed with you. I've been blessed. And I got to drink living water out of the river for 7 years, man. It was great. And we didn't have TV because we were too far out in the wilderness. So I had to find other ways to entertain myself. So I didn't get trained or ingrained or ensnared in any of that programming. Sorry, I digress. All right, Empress, we got denial here. You got a false person and a 5 of Pentacles. While you are abundant and nurturing, you have accomplished something here. You have acknowledged your fear and you've replaced it with the insight of awareness, and you're denying this false person. They're dishonest. They're dishonest and you're denying them. They lied. They're a liar. And the work that toil and labor that they did against you, Empress, failed. And they're challenged now, and perhaps you are too, by negotiations. Judgment is being called. They want to mend this connection. They don't really. They just want to save themselves. They're hoping to get a lighter sentence if they promise to never hurt you again. But it will be a lie because that's all they want. They are an adversary, and now they're in poverty. Judgment is being called. They're feeling the effects of your absence. So patience, everything happens in divine order for these lovers, for the strength of two together, for this union. It's about alignment of values. Yeah. Reciprocity. Equal give and take. And this false person is denied a courtship, denied a marriage. They have habits and they don't know if they'll ever change. So they don't get a courtship, they don't get a marriage. This is the end. This is the completion of this Ten of Wands, carrying this burden for this main female. She's not under judgment. Justice is being delivered. Judgment and justice is being delivered, but not for her. She's innocent. She's moving through her challenges. What do you do, right? So justice, honest and friendly. High honor. Leaving the baggage behind. Leaving this behind. Whoever is here, whatever is here, you're moving on. You're leaving that behind. And you're in your chariot. You got the lens here with the chariot, the victory, sudden wealth. You're looking at the lighter side of life. You're courageous. You're determined. You're determined. Looking at the lighter side of life. There is a sudden wealth here. So whoever's here in the shadow side, there is an understanding here now. And it's an unexpected outcome. They have secrets. They've been operating in the shadows and they got a lot of secrets and they didn't win. They played in spaces and places, dangerous spaces and places, and now they're in fear, seeking forgiveness because they don't want to have to deal with the consequences of a failed attempt to take out a star who became an empress, or maybe the empress became the star, I don't know. So this is a completion of this cycle, a celebration of life, a house. There's a house. This mature woman is seeking forgiveness. She's in fear. Yeah, again, forgiveness again. She really wants forgiveness. She's really in fear. You gained a victory over this, and there's a change. They have to accept the things that they cannot change. They feel broken and shattered. That's what they wanted for this empress, but the empress made it and is got all their lights on. Got the whole freaking yard lit up. looking at both sides of a situation with empathy. There's this star, okay? There's no anger, there's no resistance, there's no holding on to grudges, there's no wanting to punish somebody, there's no rage, there's none of that. It's in the hands of the Most High. It's in the hands of the family collected. And, whoever is the team of this Empress star, main female high honor person, they're not fooling around. They making sure that she sticks around. Because unlike false persons, the new family tree has an appreciation for this star. They don't necessarily want to destroy the star. So it's different. Yeah, this mature woman, her values were all about money. She's feeling broken and shattered. She doesn't get to go on a journey. There's no star light inside of them. They damaged. They're feeling that they were. So this mature woman and whoever they were working with in their third party situation, they're overwhelmed by this and they're in regret. They neglected to give this star what they needed, this Empress. Who knows? She may not have been an Empress forever. She could have started out as a child. And having had a lifetime of adversity here with this false person, they had to freaking expand and encompass, and then you may not even still understand how it is you do what you do. You may not have a name for it. Like there's this thing, like you could be, in my experience, in my youth, before I came to an understanding. Like if something came really easy to me and I was able to do it, and it was just like boom, 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 done, right? And then somebody else would come along and do it, and it was such a simple thing, and yet they were having like such a hard time with it. And no matter how many times I showed my tricks and everything, they were not able to get it. And so it's just weird to me how we're wired different. We're just wired different. What seems to be easy for one person isn't for another. So oftentimes when you're walking through life and you seem to think that this and that is so easy and it's no big deal, it's not nothing, man, think again, because there's somebody out there who's probably wondering how the heck you manage that. Especially if you've got this going on for decades, that you had to rise above, encompass and then work on, and then boom. And then once you eliminated the toxins, because sometimes when you are so full of toxins, or somebody's sending in so much negativity and all of that, you have to expand, encompass, eliminate, and then expand, right? So it's a process. It's a long process. You can't just fake it till you make it. You actually have to go through the steps. And it's painful, I'm not gonna lie. And you'll wonder if you'll ever succeed, because it'll seem impossible. And it will feel impossible. But you will discover that you are more stubborn than a negative thought. should you choose to. Alrighty, so we got the Empress here, denying a dishonest, false person. They're in a Five of Pentacles. Live and learn. Live and learn. They lied. That they worked, but their work failed. It could have returned to them. It could have backfired. They want to mend this connection. They want to negotiate. They want to negotiate. Didn't work out like they wanted it to. Now they want to negotiate. They didn't earn any merit. They're in poverty for bringing adversity. Under judgment, they're feeling your absence. Or they're feeling the absence of this star energy. They've got habits. And they're being denied a support system, a courtship, or a marriage. They were bringing adversity to people who love themselves. This Empress who loves themselves, they were bringing adversity to this person. They were being horrible. And now they're feeling your absence. They never thought that you would get away. So you're here with a union. It could be in spirit. It's reciprocal. It's an equal give and take. Because on this card it has two different skin tones, it could be interracial. Saving. So, okay, so we've got this false person, denied courtship, denied marriage. They've got habits they don't know if they'll ever change, and we got saving in the reverse. They didn't save any money. They didn't save any of their resources. They're not prepared. But this Ten of Wands that this Empress, main female, has been under the burden of is complete. Justice again. Justice. This main female is not under judgment. Justice is being served. And it's here in the near future. Justice. Honest. High honor. This main female Empress is moving on to calmer waters. Her relationship with the shadow side is ending. These people that are in the shadow, her relationship with these people who are in the shadow is ending. They're not family. A whole network of people who weren't family, or they didn't behave as family. Maybe they were family. Maybe this family decided to sacrifice a child who wound up surviving the contract and making it to the other side, and is now calling judgment on this family. Justice is being delivered on this family who's a network, and all their friends, all their network is non-family. You gained a victory. You're looking at the lighter side of life. You're coming into sudden wealth. You are wealth. You are the source. You were the fountain of wealth that they were bringing so much adversity to. Collaboration, unity, victory. Looking at the lighter side of life. Sudden wealth. A completion. Celebration of life coming into the house. This mature woman and their friends or whatever, they have secrets. There is an understanding of everything that they've done. It was an unexpected outcome according to her, and you've got forgiveness here twice. She's seeking forgiveness twice because she's in fear. She's in fear over the work that she did and that she's now responsible for karmically. Karmically, they couldn't put this Empress in a trap. They couldn't get the star in a trap. She gained a victory over it and effected a change. They feel broken and shattered. They have to accept this. There's nothing they can do about it. The star survived. They were not able to absorb the star energy. And the star is calm. Calm, cool, and collected in a Six of Wands energy. Open to seeing both sides of this situation. They're a real sweetheart. They're a sweetheart. They're a sweetheart, and they wanted to absorb the vitality and life force of this star because they wanted to be a star while remaining a shitheel. They're blind. They cannot see. They cannot see a blessing for what it is, a sweetheart. All they saw was money. And now they're bound to their commitments. And she's in fear. And she wants forgiveness twice. She's like, she really wants forgiveness because she failed. They didn't earn any merit. They couldn't put you in a trap. You survived. And you're shining all bright. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. House. House. Empress gets a house. Empress gets a house. Empress also closed the world out with the house. Empress is in the house. Waiting. So we got waiting in the reverse. There's no waiting. They want to mend this connection with this Empress. The work that they did against her failed. They did not earn any merit. They're challenged by negotiations, by balancing these decisions. There's no waiting. There's no waiting. The decisions have already been made. Judgment has been called. They're facing poverty. A Five of Pentacles for the adversity that they brought to this Empress star. They wanted to drain that life force vitality, absorb it, and become this star that had all these qualities and gifts of renewal and rejuvenation, this spiritual fortune, without doing the work. They thought that they would just become that. So now they are going to be disconnected from those qualities. They couldn't recognize the value of having a star in their life. They wanted to absorb it and get rid of it, Didn't want to hear you talk. No talking, no opinions, no nothing. Just shut up and give me your gift. That was them. They didn't care about you. Not at all. They were repulsed by your presence, by having to listen to you speak. The fact that you love yourself and you're so high vibing, looking at the joy in the world, going like, woo! I mean, that just, man, that's you know, I mean, come on, man. Not everybody can handle you. It causes some people literal pain to be around you. But they want to be you. They want to be you, but you cause them pain by being in the vicinity. So it's so weird. They can't stand to be around you, and yet they want to be you. They can't embody it. It would destroy them. If being in the same room with you who holds the energy is enough to drive them into a tizzy wanting to destroy you, imagine what would happen if that energy was actually inside of them. They would destruct. They couldn't hold it. But I think they made a deal so where they would only get like a 50% or something, so it wouldn't be so potent, it would be manageable. But their deal obviously was a false deal. It was a false deal. It didn't work out. The service failed. Whatever service they hired, whatever they spent their money on trying to get this to work, it failed. These pleasure seekers are an enemy. They're really feeling the absence of this empress who loves herself. There's a wedding here for this empress. Reciprocal, wedding, lovers, patient, divine order, self-love. Yeah, this false person, they have habits. They didn't save any of their money. They're not going to get a courtship. They're not going to get a marriage. They abused relationships. They don't, and they destroyed the foundations of families. So it's like their stability is going to be eliminated, just like they eliminated it for others. And it's not like anybody's doing it to them. It's their work being returned. Like the gift is no longer necessary. We're returning the gift. It's like, and I'm not doing it. My team is. At least I'm thinking that's what they're doing because I'm not being affected by them anymore. So I'm guessing they're just going back like instant karma. I would hope that people would stop doing that because justice is being served. It's completion of a cycle for this main female. She's not under judgment. Somebody is in despair. They're losing their mind. They're losing their mind. They got bad judgment. They got a negative judgment, and that's justice. And they're messed up in their head right now because it's fairness. The delivery of cause and effect. What you put out comes back to you. Honest and true. Lover. High honor. Lover. Look, lover. Marriage. Self-love. Lover. High honor. Justice for the lovers. Journey with the Chariot here and Journey also. There's a collaboration, so there's unity, a team of people, a team of folks. Stealthy, skillful, willful, stealthy. So this is a completion of the world cycle, the celebration of life. You have attained wholeness. You are balanced, light and dark. Yeah, you experienced it. You moved through it. This mature woman was not able to make you get into a trap. Her trap didn't work. Her trap did not work. Her trap failed. Her trap failed. She didn't get the fortune. Her trap failed. She did not get the fortune. She wants forgiveness twice. She's in fear. You gained a victory. There is a change. You're all calm about it. It's very simple. That you have to accept the things that they cannot change. They're feeling broken about this situation, completely shattered. They're facing prison. Prison. They're going to prison for what they did. Blind, meaning they could lose the third eye. They could lose their ability to travel within the astral and actually manipulate people, places, and things there. They don't get to go on a journey. Maybe they're going to lose their car. Maybe they're going to lose their ability to travel, whether that be in the astral or in the physical. I don't know. Their values were all about money. They're feeling awkward. Surprise. A big surprise. A big 6,000 pound surprise. Coming up out of the waters. Coming up out of the waters. So there could be, people say watch the waters. There could be a big surprise coming up out of the waters. They're sick about it. All right, everybody, with that, I'm going to go ahead and shut this one off. I hope this clarifies something you were already intuitively aware of. If not, please remember that it is a general reading and it may or may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, perhaps the next one will. I'll see you then.